Decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
La 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 la. Sorry, I had to be quick on the sliders there.
I'm doing my vocal exercise to get rid of the podcast.
Can you turn off your phone, please?
Oh, God. And this is why.
Rule 1 of the podcast.
This is why.
Turn your phone off.
This is why you get customers.
No.
This is why.
Don't even turn your phone off. Just put it on silent.
This is why you get customers to drop their fucking stuff off at the yard.
Oh, we having one of those free podcasts,
Wow,
are we?
innit?
Oh, right, let's go.
I don't want to pick up furniture. I don't want to get chairs. I don't want to pick up tables. Send them to the yard, and I'll paint them. But I'm not going around doing a removal service for you.
I wonder if, like there's that mate, he's called Scott to Go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, removed our sofas.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could strike up a deal with him.
Oh, yeah. And then he could wait half an hour outside a customer's house on a Friday afternoon for them not to turn up.
The only place I'm waiting more than half an hour outside of the front of on a Friday afternoon is
We don't need to know.
my man's house.
Right. Right, what's been happening?
Well,
Hi guys. Welcome to the podcast.
we have been...
this week we're going to be talking about customers. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about stuff that might be of the Grand National, which will be too late because it doesn't come out until Monday. So you'll have missed the winner.
When's that?
Monday. Grand National's tomorrow.
Great.
So we're going to talk about.
Do you know what else is tomorrow? Australian Grand Prix.
No, that's Sunday.
Well, qualifying. All right. Your qualifying session for the Australian Grand Prix.
There you go then. Be a bit more accurate.
So, my week started.
Did it?
By very gently being placed over a table and fucked up the arse by Sparky on a job, which was nice.
It's been a long week, isn't it?
It's been a very long week.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and it just... I'd like to say...
Hello.
Oh, Big Bang. Jesus.
Why is that?
Why is what? Don't do it, you tit.
Why is it so? Is it because they're cheap mic stands?
It's just, you think about it in general, that audio is... Stop it!
But why does it do it? Why is it so? Because you look on Chris Moore's, he's got quite solid ones, hasn't he?
Yeah.
His don't.
And they... We can just give them 3 minutes and I can go home. It's fine. I can give less of a fuck. I really can't. I can quite happily just walk out to the van and go. I don't mind messing about, but don't do that because that's just irritating.
No, see, the more you're telling me not to,
The more you want to do it, yeah, I know. In fact, I'll tell you what, mate, do it because it's really funny. It's really funny. Why don't you just do it some more? Do it some more. Crack on.
It's not funny, but because it's
Winding you up. Exactly! I'm going to fucking playback the first 3 minutes of this podcast and go, look what I was fucking brought up by. I can't help myself. I really can't.
See,
That is the best. That is what I had as a fucking role model, babe. So, I'm an annoying cunt. That's because of him.
yeah, but
I know. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I totally get it.
I'm doing
It's only because it winds you up. There's no other reason to do it. I don't find it that funny. I just find winding you up funny.
I just try really hard not to.
I
do
know.
it now. Really hard.
I know.
That's why I'm fiddling with this pen now, so I don't whack the stand.
But you think about it, like audio is essentially just.
No,
Yeah,
that was probably
that was an
yeah.
accident. It's the design of these mics,
got a
these
tear in my eye.
condenser mics, is part of the reason because I think they're suspended in a cage, so any vibration here will travel down the arm and into that and then vibrate it, which is what it is designed to pick up. But yeah, as it's the same with like the desk. Like if you hit here on the desk, it'll vibrate whatever springs are in the arm.
Yeah,
that's why it sounds awful.
Yeah, it's funny.
So yeah, it was quite a simple job for Joe. And I feel a little bit bad, but at the same time, I don't feel all of that bad because I ditched out of this job on Tuesday and I've not been back there. And I probably should have gone back, but I didn't because I had other stuff to do and I've gone somewhere else and I can't then, So, lovely Artex old ceiling with some massive grate. You know the old school spots where they're like those really big bulbous bulbs?
Yeah.
Or what do you call them? Lamps.
They look like eyeballs, don't they?
Yeah, like they flare out quite a bit. So it was going into those. But the Sparky, obviously he'd done this on the Friday afternoon, and then we were going to get the spread in on Monday to plaster it, while we'd done a few other rooms. It was only a couple of bathrooms and a toilet we needed doing. While the plaster was drying, and then we could paint the ceiling, paint the walls in the bedroom, and get gone.
Yeah.
But he'd gone and just picked up whatever cheap lights he normally does, like whatever cheap spots. Didn't measure the old holes, so these new spots sink straight into the old holes.
Nice.
And he got away with that on a Friday afternoon by going, yeah, the plasterer, they always carry something around with them that can fill those holes, like a gap filler, and it's fine. It's just like an old bit of plasterboard that they've cut out, and you can put it in there and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, well, plasterer gets there and he goes, well, no, that's a load of shit, because I don't carry around that, and he's just told you that so he can go early.
Yeah.
And also the fact is, I can't take the lights off myself to get this around it, to then to put it, because it can't fit around the bezel on the light as it is. So the customer has had to go and buy extra wide bezels for these LED lights. That now these LED spots, and it looks fucking shit.
I bet
it looks really bad. There's about 1.5 to 2 inch of white metal coming around these spots now, and it looks awful. But the plasterer again couldn't put these things on because he would have had to take the lights apart to get it around the cable to go around it. So the Sparky had to then come out again on Tuesday to sort this out, and the spread will be back Wednesday afternoon, which means there was no time for the ceiling to dry. Yeah. So, and that's the second time in 2 weeks that Sparky has fucked us over.
Good old Sparks.
Yeah, a bunch of cunts, a lot of them. There are good ones out there, but I've yet to meet him, and if you do know who he is, can you give me his number?
Yeah. I've been...
You're very laid back over there.
Well, it's Friday afternoon, isn't it? Well, Monday morning. But I've got a job spraying a shop front inside and out. Been waiting 6 weeks to find out if we got the job or not. And now, guess what? There's a big rush because they want it done. And now the builders moaning at the bloke saying, when are you going to spray the front? Because it'd be better if the front was sprayed before we rendered. Probably not.
I don't think so.
No.
Because you're going to get render all over our lovely spray finish.
It's easier for us to mask up your render than it is for anybody. Anyway, and I just said, well, A, it depends on the weather, and B, the temperature.
Yeah, at the moment, there's not a hope in hell of us being able to do it.
No.
2 weeks ago, we would have been laughing.
I know.
But
yeah, exactly. It was lovely that week, wasn't it? But now it's gone back to sort of...
It's the old full spring, wasn't it? I told you it happened.
You did say that.
You did say that.
I did say that. You said I
said
that.
I sent you that thing the other night, didn't I?
Yeah, that was true. So that's
Yeah,
that's something else. Some more trials and tribulations of this week.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't think we'd have enough to go in on that job. That the girl I work with, she could handle that for the rest of the week if needed. So I said, well, I'm going to go work with the old man. And then she called me up and she goes, actually, I could do with a hand. And I'm like, to be honest, I'd rather be down the yard. But I think, I'd rather be down the yard. I was like, if you miss me, you can just put the podcast on and it'll be like I'm there.
Exactly. Probably won't be there how you put the coving up.
And the old man won't be able to make you cry because...
Oh, God, no. Yeah. Why? It just made me feel bad.
No, as if.
I did. It was not very nice.
I don't think that's ever happened.
It's not very nice. It is.
Yeah, you're not a very nice person, mate, unfortunately.
You shouldn't make... It's not very nice, mate. I didn't even do anything particularly wrong.
You just look... I
wasn't even...
Just had a look on your face,
bad.
Mate. No.
Was it?
Nah.
Really? Anyway. What else has been happening?
Well, we've got the rest of the week if you wanted to, because we were there together. So I thought maybe I'd pass it off to you and you could wrap up the rest of the week.
Wow. We've had... we've got 10... What are they called? What are the chairs called?
I'd just call them farmhouse chairs.
They look fine, yeah.
That seems to be the best descriptor.
So, yeah, and it worked perfectly. Perfectly. 10 farmhouse chairs, dining room chairs. They were sort of were they oak? They were oak, weren't they?
Yeah, oak
wax.
or something.
So they wanted them sprayed in Farnball Stiffy Blue.
Yeah, Stiffy Blue.
So perfect. Overpriced it on the delivery and collection, so they didn't want that service, which was fantastic.
Great.
Yep, that worked perfectly. So they didn't want to part with £100 for me to collect them and £100 for me to deliver them back, which is perfect. Thank you very much. But you laugh.
How much money do I need to say for me not to leave the yard?
But you say that.
How much are you willing to pay for me to come?
It's got to be, an hour there messing around, picking up, being polite, saying hello, and taking your shoes off.
You
and getting the
love a chat as well.
And then, get back to the yard and then you've got your petrol, so it's got to be worth £100. Easy.
Yeah, especially with price of diesel.
Exactly. So that was good.
I like how you're already eyeing up an excuse of, we don't really have big vans on the company. I've only got a little KA van.
No, I'm getting a
Fiesta
smaller van. Yeah, I'm getting a smaller van.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is get a smaller van, then buy a bigger van, and then make out that it's a hire company, and I'm going to have to hire a van.
You're all right, Del Boy.
And then, I don't want to get involved in all that.
Why would we not just hire a van when we need it?
Because it's hard work, isn't it?
Is it?
And then you might not have a van because it might be out on hire.
No, but someone like, what's that one as you're going in towards Borden?
No, I know, but it's still going to be a pain. It's just
what, more pain than paying like insurance, MOT and tax on a van that just spends 80% of its time to sat at the yard?
Yeah, but when it does work, it works. It
Getting
does
broken into.
No, I could leave it here. It'd be perfect.
Oh yeah, Mum would love that.
What?
Fuck off, great big crafter in the back garden.
Be fine, and then I could have a little. I could even tow the KA behind the van. Just a little KA van to pot around in.
Proper
sorry.
Jippo.
No, it's not. It's perfect.
Tell you're a fucking Altonian, mate.
Perfect. And just say, oh, no, sorry. I'm really not interested in collecting. It's a perfect example today, isn't it? We'll be there at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and still no sign. And no. Try and do someone a favour, and they just... So anyway, chairs got delivered. 10 chairs. And 7 of the 10 absolutely no good at all.
They were a good 20 years old.
Yeah, but even so. Yeah, so we had to glue them and screw them and all sorts of film in them.
I was 7 years old when they were made.
No, exactly. So that was another little... I did say sorry, but I'm going to have to charge a little bit more because we've had to repair them. I thought when you said chairs, I didn't realise they were sort of deck chairs.
You should have paid for us to come and pick them up as well.
Dear.
By the end of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's only a little bit of glue and about fucking a minigun worth of nails in there.
Yeah, but it's still time.
I think I had to snip off or tap in 8 pins that you just left dangling.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
It's all right. It's like a game, babe. Basically, when you pick these up, it's a game of whether you're going to get stabbed in the fucking hand or not because I've left so many pins out.
It's 8 out of all the ones I did.
No, that was 8 in the one chair that I counted.
Well, at least it was all in one
I
chair.
lost count on all the other ones.
Oh, shut up. Wasn't that bad.
I got up to 11 on my fingers and then lost count.
So we add them in, rubbed them down,
Nice.
primed them.
Yeah,
it went all right, didn't it?
love a dark colour, so you don't need a stain block.
So yeah, that was nice. It all seemed to go through there okay.
Yeah,
Put it on the Farnball Facebook group and they loved it.
yeah.
Put a couple of photographs and
What an amazing crowd of people that you definitely want to impress. My biggest win on that is that we had 5 litres of paint and we used about 4.8 litres of paint. So you can use that for a few little touch-ins on the bottom and then chuck that tin out and it won't have to go on the roof of the fucking spray shop.
Yeah. So I got grief today from Ryan because Gary Vaynerchuk has told me that I need to be...
Gary Vane?
Yeah, Gary V.
You're more correct with Gary fucking Vane. I'm going to look up if he's probably fucking diddled someone.
He hasn't.
Mate, he probably has.
Why have you got to look at the bad in everybody? So Gary V tells you that you got to say thank you for all the people that like your post. So I've done that to 82 people today. Thank you for liking my post. That's how you do it, right? Apparently, but not according to Ryan. Gary Vaynerchuk is a bit of a Here we go. Look, here we go. Wait for it.
No one.
No,
Snake oil salesman.
what? He's not. Have you actually listened to him?
Defrauding companies with lies and incompetence.
No, he hasn't.
2.4 out of 10.
For what?
Of 9 reviews.
No. Well, of course he's going to get some negative press, but it's much more positive. You just. What?
No, mate, you fucking crack on.
No, I'm just saying. I thought that might trigger you, but it didn't.
I didn't, because I wasn't listening, mate. I just, as per usual, I just ignore all of your fucking bullshit.
I thought that might have been a trigger for you, that you might have, because you went off on one this morning about it. I thought, we might.
All it is like, I feel like I'm a parent that's stood outside of a play park, and you're my kid that's in the play park,
right?
And all of these, like, in very, very fucking big quotation marks here, influencers that you get dragged into are some bloke offering you sweets on the railing on the other side, and I'm calling out, going, Trevor, no, don't go with him, don't accept those sweets. And you can't hear me, and you're just going, oh, you've got puppies in your van? Yeah, let's go. What? But the playground is the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
And the bloke, the bloke
But,
with the puppies is just another influencer.
Why? But just because I find him helpful and you don't, why does that make you wrong and me right? Or you right and me wrong?
Because how has it been this many years?
Yeah.
And so many shining examples.
Of what?
Of me being right all the fucking time. Well, how many more do you need just to, for once, listen to what I'm saying? How many times have I been spot on, fucking bullseye correct about
it's
shit?
not that. It's just that I get fed up with arguing my case, and it's just easier to agree with you and say, yeah,
No,
Ryan, you're right.
but it's not even. It's not even like when we've got an argument. I'll just go, "Oh, Dad, that's gonna go tits up, or this is gonna happen."
Like what?
Like your your professional copywritten. Did I not say when all of that started?
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in the extras. Yeah. Did I not say?
We'll just talk about
no,
that.
I did. But again, fucking, there's an example from today. There we go. You just want to go back in the diary?
We'll talk about that next.
Someone who's listening to this podcast, you've probably heard a story about me being right. Point out the episode, send it to Dad, just to reinforce this fact.
Okay, I'm not even arguing.
Snake oil salesman. It's basically, it is. It's not always looking at the negatives, but the first rule of the fucking internet is everyone's lying.
Yeah, but
everything you see on the internet is a lie. Everything.
There was a survey the other week, wasn't there? That sort of like 65% of people believe what they read on the internet.
Yeah, no, anything is a lie. Everything.
Just
all of it. Don't believe a single word when you go on your phone, on any social media or any news website or anything like that, have your phone in one hand and have a big 25 kilo bag of salt in the other. And just keep taking pinches every time you flick down.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Like, it's, don't believe anything. Don't listen to anything we say.
No, definitely don't listen to us.
Yeah, we're full of shit.
Yeah, even when we do say Drew Lux Trade. That's not seem to have worked for a while. Maybe
Lux Trade?
No, I think maybe.
Should we go like heritage?
I think maybe you need to do it for a specific time.
What do you mean?
Well, you need to go on a rant about it.
Oh.
I don't think just dropping Drew Lux Trade.
Everyone knows.
Exactly. We don't want to bore them with that.
Yeah, we've trod down that.
Yeah. That well-worn road.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it's just I want you to be safe online. That's all I'm saying. Just not to get pulled along. It's like,
did we talk about
I'm trying to think of an example that would be relevant to you, but maybe that's why you get caught by it, because you don't. There was nothing like that when you were like, look at them like door-to-door salesmen.
Yeah,
that's basically what they are.
Yeah,
they just cast the widest net possible to catch as many suckers like you. And then eventually, somewhere down the road, he's going to offer a course, or he's going to offer some training or something. And then that's when you start dishing the money out. And then he's not making his fucking money in fucking crypto or NFTs or anything. He's making his money out of poor fuckers like you.
He hasn't made any money out of me because I just, some of the stuff he says, you've got to filter it out. It's not all. You know.
I've come across him a couple of times.
Yeah.
And everything he has said, I've either disagreed with or has been the biggest shovel of fucking shit that I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's no. What did he say? He said something very good. He said, "Don't believe whatever people say about you. Don't believe." Don't worry about it, or because there's only about 4 people that really know the real you. That's your mum and dad, and they don't really know you that well, and your wife or your partner. Everybody else just gets a version of you. So that's true. Why are you looking at me like that? It's true. Who knows you? I know you quite well because I'm your dad, and we work together, and so I'm pretty sure I know you quite well. But
is that like? But it's not like groundbreaking, mate, is it really?
No, but it makes you stop and think,
doesn't it?
It's
hardly fucking Plato, is it?
Well, no, it's not the.
It's not exactly fucking Homer's Odyssey,
and it's definitely not Trigger's broom. But I'm not saying it's got to be. But it just stops and think, oh yeah, he's right. It just makes you think.
I don't know.
That's what it needs to do.
Still, even then, I still don't particularly agree with that because
you wouldn't, would you?
No, because I think you're the person that you present to people. That is the person that you are. Yeah, you might, because that's bullshit. There's not 4 people that know you. There's 1 person, and that's you, because you're the only person that can be in your own head. But it's like saying, the only people that really know a TV show are the ones that made it because they've seen all of the production. But the stuff you see on TV is just, a glimpse of what it actually is. But no, not really.
Flocculation.
Oh, go flocculate yourself. Stop looking at fucking shitty influencers online.
Well, I think he's alright. Like I say, I don't agree.
I thought you were supposed to be some sort of old fucking millennials and Instagram and influencers and all this. Why do you get caught by these fucking shitty influencers? It is caught. That is exactly what it is. It is getting caught.
It's not.
It is.
No, it's just you flick through, don't you? And then all of a sudden it comes up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Casting a very wide net.
What you got there?
None, ya.
Oh, okay.
None your fucking business.
No, but yeah, each to their own, Ryan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, as long as you don't give the fucker any money. Well, don't get in his van either. He's not got any puppies. He's not got sweeties. You're going to go in there and get your wallet diddled. That's what's going to happen.
Promise not to give him any money.
$9.99.99. You can follow these same top tips that I done for success in business. For just $9.99.99, I can share with you my secrets for entrepreneurial succce. God. There you go. I've just fucking... That wasn't me. That was me playing a Gary V video.
I tell you what, I like that. I was waiting for your inspirational...
No. You have to pay $9.99.99.
I was waiting... where's my card? Yeah, I was impressed. I thought that was it. I thought he'd actually turned up. No, but he's done very well, isn't he?
But that's not that's not a measure for someone with either half decent morals or... Donald Trump done fairly well for himself. He's still one of the biggest cunts in the fucking world.
If not the biggest.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. There's Putin in there.
That's what I'm saying. Is he's not the biggest because he might be a cunt, but there's just not enough intelligence there to actually fucking back it up. He's a cunt for being a puppet.
Yeah. So.
Oh well. What? But yeah. So we sprayed these farmhouse chairs.
Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about.
I still.
What?
What? We have used a lot of Wagner products, and we are using a lot of Wagner products now. And I'll be honest with you,
God, that'll make a change.
I'll be honest with you, I still think the heated hose might be the only decent bit of kit that they make. The SO23 is a fucking ball ache.
Only because you didn't know how to use it.
In what way? How am I misusing it then, my man?
Well, when it's sprayed everywhere, it's because you had the air slit to it
no,
still.
we didn't, because we didn't have any air at the time, did we? No, that was yesterday.
So did you just have the pressure right up?
What? That's the thing. So it's not like, obviously I'm
quite reassured because I did exactly the same thing and I thought I was an idiot.
I mean,
I'm just glad
you're not wrong. But
I'm just glad you did it. It proves you're an idiot too.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was fucking evident. So when you clean out a piston airless machine, and this isn't like the SF23 has a fairly decent build quality compared to the other Wagner products that I've used. Mm-hmm. Bearing in mind, you know that Vector Pro gun that started sticking open?
Yeah.
Now the back of it has started falling off when I'm using it. Like the back handle just falls off.
Yeah, but it's only pushed on with...
Exactly. And that's a how much many pounds gun? 300 quid gun?
400, more 400.
More £400 gun that falls apart after, what... maybe 20, 25 uses.
Yeah, but you are rough, Ryan. You're not.
But yeah.
I know the actual excuse. Oh well, I'm using
it's a tool.
I know, and it's got to be. But sometimes you have to just treat you with a little bit of respect. But
if I'm paying £400 for something, I expect it to either give me a fucking hand job when I finish the job, or be able to take a beating.
Yeah, but you're not the gentlest person.
No, I'm not. But if they've got £400 there to play with, right?
Yeah.
They could spend £200 machining this thing, still have a huge amount of profit.
Well, I think I've paid £400 on this. It's quite well. No, neither of us paid £400.
Yeah, exactly.
But you think, oh well, yeah, I better treat it with a little bit of respect and look after it a bit.
So they can make it. They can make it cheaper and make more money out of you.
No, they can't make it cheaper.
Well, they are, because the build quality is worse. So it is therefore produced cheaper. No.
I don't know. I've not seen the gun that you've done. I've not seen the back falling off of it. But
I'm getting halfway through spraying and the fucking grip's falling apart. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, obviously I'm not a huge fan of the Wagner build quality anyway. But I'm not knocking the build quality of the SF23 because that is it's all right. It's more the ease of use of the tool, let's say. So like if I'm cleaning out a piston machine, back to where we started on these fucking tangents. If I'm cleaning out a piston machine with a hopper on it, I'll do the standard and then I'll take apart the gun while the machine's running and just flushing through the pump, and then that murky water I'll push through the hose with just to take the gun off, push it through the hose. I'll switch it back on to circulate. I'll reattach the gun, and then I'll put it back onto spray, and then pump it through the gun for a bit, and then put some clean water in there, pump that all the way through, done. But with that SF23, you can't have it on cycle and then work on the gun because paint will still come out of the gun.
Yeah.
So it doesn't lock it off. It just tries to push it the other way a bit more, and you've seen how it comes out of the return hose sometimes.
Yeah, very, very.
If it's on some sort of weird thing that we've done, some like certain list of operations, I've still not figured out why it does it, but you'll turn it from spray to circulate, and it'll, like, you know, when you've had a day after a couple of beers and a fucking kebab, and you just boom, and fucking just squirts out everywhere.
The only other thing to do is to put the lid on it. On the hopper.
Yeah, but then you... Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's the use of it isn't... It's not a very easy-to-use machine.
But once you know the process, it's just the way you've got to work, isn't it?
Yeah, I understand that, but I want to be working in the most efficient and quick way possible. I don't want to be changing the way I work to fuck around because this machine operates in a certain way.
Sometimes that's what you have to do, isn't it? I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, but if you're paying that much for a machine, you put that much money towards it, it needs to be helping you do things easier, not making things more complicated for you.
Yeah, maybe I think you're just expecting too much.
I think you're expecting too little.
Oh,
You know.
well, let's agree to disagree then, because
You know, like even the air coat gun, so the air assisted gun I was using today, it had paint coming out of a joint. I had to tighten the joint back up, clean it, and put tape around it because it was spraying out of the bottom of the gun. And I tell you what, like this, I know what you're saying. That yes, I'm not saying I abuse kit, but I will use it. I'm not there fucking pussyfooting around it, pinching it with 2 fingers and like being all gentle. I'll just fucking use it. Never had that problem with the T5. Never had that problem with the Tritech guns. I'll tell you what, never had that problem with the Graco guns.
We got a Graco gun. Maybe we should have used that.
Yeah, maybe. I've never had a problem like that with the PC or the PC Compact. Or the ones that come with the Tritech.
Yeah, but
the Tritech, if it stops working, what you do is get a spanner and beat the fuck out of the front of it, and it starts working again.
There you go. That sounds more like your level. There we go.
That sounds like is a bit of kit that fucking works and is reliable and isn't fucking like it's just fucking German tools, mate. I tell you, it's fucking German tools. They're so fucking finicky and fiddly and fuck-abouty. That's all I've experienced really with German tools. Like I like some Vera tools, but I got that Vera advent calendar for Christmas and it's lovely. But I'm not ever taking it to a fucking job site because the moment I put a little bit of torque through one of those screwdrivers, I guarantee it will fall a fucking apart. And that is a house set of screwdrivers. That is.
But so how can they make Mercs and BMWs to such a high standard then if the tools are so shit?
I'm not saying the tools are shit, but they're just the tolerance that they can take for overwork isn't very high.
Yeah, well, they're Germans, aren't they? They are not.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I'm not. Obviously, it is a German tool, so it will be used majorly and designed by Germans and whatever, and they are much more gentle with their tools.
Whereas Graco are for Yanks
and and it will get beat up, and it will get chucked about.
People like the I don't know painter.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So I think German tools are built with being used very gently in mind. So they've cut back all of it. Like when we were looking at the fucking, was it the 250 or the 350? And you could see the honeycombing through the case. That's how thin the plastic on the casing was. That you can see the moulds behind it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You know, and that's what I always find with Wagner stuff is it's the fit and finish is very
well. Maybe you just need to adjust your.
No, maybe I'll just buy different fucking tools.
Maybe you just need to adjust your working to where the origin.
Why
of
do
the
I
tools.
have to work to how the tool is?
Well,
that's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
You've got to get the best out of it, rather than
I'll just get a tool that works the way I work.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we haven't got any tools that work the way you work.
Yeah, we do. We've got the GX21.
Yeah.
You know.
What was that?
It was a bit of Velcro.
Oh.
For more arguments where Dad's wrong and I'm right, you can go to pod.fan/TWO-Decorators-and-A-microphone-extras.
I'm going to put a link.
That's a fucking German URL as well.
I'm going to put a link in the description.
Yep.
Yeah.
You support us from as little as £2.50 a month. You can help keep this free part ad free. You get a little bit more of you'll get like another half hour. It depends how we're feeling in the extras.
And free WhatsApp group.
You get into the WhatsApp group.
And you don't have to do any emails anymore because it's all in WhatsApp group.
And it's less than I spent on a cup of coffee this morning going down to the yard.
Yeah.
That was $3.40, so $2.50 is nothing.
For a month? $2.50 a month?
$2.50 a month.
How do we do it? How on earth do we do it?
We do it by you keeping all of the fucking money.
Ah, good.
Right, bye.
Have a good week. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye. Back in?
Extras.
Back in. Yeah,
extras. What are we going to talk about? Because I haven't got anything.
Actually, I'll tell you what I really like.
What do you really
I
like?
like the Wagner pens that they give you. Those pens are nice to write with.
Oh, what one?
Those triangle ones, the black triangle ones. They're nice.
Their mugs are quite nice as well.
Yeah, but even their mugs are little ones, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't think you should keep slagging on.